video, we will look at how to find the nth term of a quadratic sequence. Before that, let's see how to check if a sequence is linear or quadratic. So let's look at a sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. Now if we look at the difference between two successive terms, that is the difference between the first term and the second term, 3 and 6, it is 3. The difference between the second term and the third term, that is 3. The difference between third and the fourth term is 3. Difference between fourth and fifth term is 3. Since the difference is constant, we can say that this is a linear sequence. Now, let's look at another sequence. If we look at the difference between two successive terms, the difference between the first and the second term is 7. The difference between the second and the third term is 11. The difference between the third and the fourth term is 15. And the difference between fourth and fifth term is 19. How do we find the nth term of this sequence? This sequence is called a quadratic sequence. So we call this as the first difference. Let's find the second difference. That is the difference between the differences. So the difference between 7 and 11 is 4. The difference between 11 and 15 is 4. The difference between the successive terms is 4. So that is the second difference. Now our quadratic sequence is always of the form an square plus bn plus c. So what do? How do we find the values of a, b and c? To find the value of a, we take 2a is equal to the second difference, that is 4. Therefore a is equal to 2. To find the value of b, we take 3a plus b as the first term of the second difference, that is 7. We can substitute the value of a here. 3 into 2 is 6 plus b is 7. B is 1. To find the value of c, we do a plus b plus c will be the first term of our original sequence, that is 6. So 2 plus 1 plus c is 6. 3 plus c is 6. C is 3. So our sequence will be an square, that is 2n square plus 1n plus 3. We can write it as 2n square plus n plus 3. Now we can find the value of the nth term of the sequence by putting the value of n in this formula. Let's look at another sequence, another quadratic sequence. 6, 19, 38, 63, 94 and so on. Here the difference between two successive terms 6 and 19 is 13. This is 19 and 38. This is 25, 38 and 63. This is 31, 63 and 94. The difference between these terms. So this is our first difference. Let's look at the second difference. That is 6 all across. Now, as you know, the formula for quadratic sequences to an square plus bn plus c is equal to 0. An square plus bn plus c. So now let's see how to find the value of a, b and c. So our a will be 2a, that is 6. A will be 3. We put it in the second difference. To find the value of b, 3a plus b will be equal to the first term of the first difference, that is 13. So you can substitute the value of a here. 3 into 3 is 9 plus b is 13. B is 4. And the value of c is a plus b plus c will give you the first term of our original sequence. So 3 plus 4 plus c is 6. C is equal to 6 minus 7, that is minus 1. Now our sequence is an squared plus bn plus c, therefore 3n squared plus 4n minus 1. This is the formula to find the nth term of the sequence. So I hope this has become clear to you. This is the way we will find the nth term of a quadratic sequence.